Nick Fuentes and the Dead End of White Nationalism. For those of you who don't know who Nick Fuentes is a right-wing internet personality who rose to prominence during the Trump election of 2016. Back then, he was in high school, and by the time Trump was in office in 2017, Nick was eventually expelled in the latter half of that year for attending the Charlottesville rally. I don't really hold it in Virginia. I don't really hold it against Nick. He was very young and very inexperienced, but also I just want to say that he's someone I've been following for a long time. He's extremely bright. He's extremely talented. But I think that ultimately he is not going to succeed. White nationalism is fundamentally a dead end. America is not, was not, and will never be a white Christian country. It was never fully white. It was never fully Christian. Many of the founders were not Christians. They were deists or even full-blown atheists. It was never fully white. America has always mostly a biracial nation. It was black and white. People of African descent and people of European descent. Nick himself is of European and South American ancestry. America, the America that we knew or that we envisioned existed prior to the 1965 Immigration Act, no longer exists and will no longer exist. It no longer exists and probably never existed to begin with. And it will not exist in the future. This is not, even if it could be said that America was previously a white Christian country, it is no longer a white Christian country. America is a polyglot nation. It is a multi-ethnic, multilingual nation. And this is not going to change. The white core of America, located in the Midwest, is dying due to deaths of despair, suicide, alcoholism, and drugs. America's black population suffered from this during the post-civil rights era, basically the 1980s, 70s, and 90s, during the crack epidemic. America's rising population is the Latino population, which came from South America, immigrants from South America. They are going to be a dominant force in the American Southwest. America is no longer a white Christian nation. And Nick, no matter how much he tries to resist this, it will not make it not so. He needs to adapt to the changing times. White nationalism is a dead end. It will destroy America. Because whether you like it or not, these people are citizens and they are people. They have equal rights to white Americans. And this will not change. Because we live in a globalized world with a mostly globalized culture and globalized ideals, with a global set of ideals and values. For the most part, most nations agree that racial and religious and ethnic discrimination is wrong. And these were ideals imposed on the world by America itself. The American world hegemony relies on the world perceiving America as being a race, ethnic, and religious neutral nation. America's ruling class has adopted these ideas as their core set of values. America is not, will not, and perhaps never was a white Christian nation. Nick is very, very talented, but he needs to come to terms with reality.